It's on there.
Good hair. Good tight nigga. Good hair.
Yeah, nigga Lolo had that Lolo versus Bumblebee.
Y'all nigga heard? Y'all heard that
Oh, my
Coochie
bad,
man?
my bad, my
Y'all heard the
I
new
forgot.
Coochie?
Right, my bad.
Y'all heard the new Coochie? Shot. What that nigga name is? Shot. Whatever.
Shot Shiesty. God damn, get it
That
right.
shit go. Hey,
You sound
that
like you
shit
want
go
to get
hard.
nigga sound you want to
You sound
he
old as
he
shit.
he he he
I
fuck
said that
he
shit
he
hard as
he
fuck.
he he fucked with him because he was Sauce Walker, man. That's why it's hard. Come on, man.
No,
That
man,
shit
get
go
out of here.
hard, man.
Yeah,
I
he
fuck with Sauce Walker now. I
Sauce
fuck with
Walker
Sauce
calm.
Walker.
I don't mess with
Yeah,
Sauce. That nigga's a
I fuck
calm.
with Sauce Walker. Well,
I
that's my
don't mess
man.
with Sauce. And then Sauce they try to act like Atlanta stole every day from Texas. Get out of here.
Nah, he
I
a
do.
troller, man.
Nah, dog, nigga, be serious. He be acting like nigga come out, man. They stole all the stuff from Texas. Nigga, where?
Y'all did, nigga.
And that's no Sauce Walker. Yeah. He always say that. He be like, all the niggas in Atlanta stole all, take all.
that nigga talking about
Them
little
niggas in
he
Dallas and
he
shit.
said
The
Lil
bright
Uzi
lights of Broadway just to the
stole
east
his
of us, and we are under
his
the
little
lights as
fake.
well at
He
MetLife
said niggas was
Stadium
gonna
in East
steal that. He
Rutherford.
was like, yo,
A
they
few
gonna
minutes
steal
ago, the
it.
hometown Jets were
And his
introduced to
little
this
Uzi put.
sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 20.
Saul got on his cheek.
I mean, that's just stupid, man. Whatever.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
They ain't even nothing that niggas did. You sitting around somebody, you come in there with a diamond implanted on their forehead, dog. You gonna be like,
Yeah, he gonna cut his head off.
He gotta have security around him 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Nigga can't touch. Nigga can't. They got me with these jerseys out here. He ain't too bad. He ain't too bad. I can't just sit there and listen to that nigga all the
How do you
time,
do
though.
right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Yeah, him and Future came out with a whole album. Lil Pluto and Pluto.
yeah, that's pretty good. It's smooth. You sound like Sauce Walker or something right now, dog.
Yeah, you sound old.
I mean, you just sound like a hater like Sauce Walker. Like you think Texas saw that? You know, Texas niggas.
You sound like a nigga grandfather, bro.
Texas niggas almost worse than New York dudes.
You sound like a nigga grandfather, B.
Talking about Sauce Walker, nigga. You know, talking about the country nigga Sauce Walker, man. You know, what about them Dallas country niggas as well? I'm like, oh,
I told her.
nah, we don't do no that.
This
They tired of it.
this
Real
this
shit.
this game this game right here determines if I'm not. I can't say it.
Yeah, let's see what's going on right here, man.
Ain't nothing going on yet. We started over. The niggas' jerseys was conflicted.
Oh, you trying to put on that brand, right?
Nah, I had them. I ain't know. You know, you can't see the jersey color, and then the shit was blue, and he had on green. And then I had on white pants.
Let me get Gilmore. Let me get Gilmore, fam. I just traded all my picks for Harrison Smith. Let me get Gilmore, fool. Let me get Gilmore. I got Levante David, who's in the middle linebacker. He got that. I ain't really think that. I need to get rid of Sneed, man. You said who? Yeah. He got that important man too. Nah, Nah, I gave him a second and Oklahoma. Yeah. I gotta re-sign David though, No, that Bradbury trade was for a second, yeah. Then I sit on the second rack.
The bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A good tackle by Mike Purcell in his second year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Montez. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He's trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside
who is that?
And you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
That nigga,
in this case, just a little bit too much.
That nigga about to.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on
He about to get that
14.
pressure.
And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those wide receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
I got 2 frustrated niggas out here. I got to get these niggas the ball and shit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Oh, I mean to throw that shit right there, man.
Rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis.
I just,
He goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
He's got it, and the Jets lead at 7-0.
Jets 7, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
in real life. Yeah, they picked them up.
Timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Somebody about to pick him up. That's why they signed that nigga AJ Green.
Now the first carry here for Lindsey. And he's up in
for sure. Either gonna retire or somebody about to the Cardinals.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm telling you, Fitzgerald either going to retire or he's going to go to the Vikings.
Last week, every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He from Minnesota though.
Across the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
I threw the stupid pick six. I didn't even mean to throw it to the nigga.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Barnes. For a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Montez. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That ain't nothing to stop, man. I just said that's stock, my guy. Ain't nothing, G.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've been proved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Locke on the bootleg. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Henry Anderson, his 2nd sack of the night. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Locke now to throw.
Oh my God.
This one that's intercepted.
Two to the house.
This one back. It's a pick six and a jack touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
1st down, Broncos.
Hawks.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke working out of the gun.
Oh my God.
Throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
I'm about to come back. I'm going to win this game.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because
I'm gonna win this game.
His coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Montez. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. McManus on to kick this one off.
Yeah.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. So we ain't losing this shit. Boy, my boy T. Edmonds, boy. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Barnes. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Block on the give, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point.
All right. Defense done tied it up for y'all niggas. Fucking go now. 0-0.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left, and it's incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Taken in, and this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. 20.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Fucking go, man.
Into the end zone.
Fucking go, man.
Defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one.
He in here.
And you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Thought that was Dino. That was a good one, Mark.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Come on, man. Y'all supposed to snipe that one.
But not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
46-yard line.
coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down. It's Barnes, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now again, right side, Barnes. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Locke.
Oh my God, what is he throwing, Locke?
In their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Locke again.
Oh my God, this nigga Locke tripping, bro.
It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis.
Nigga Locke, boy.
Brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to get my nigga some carries.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Need to get this nigga Judy involved.
He started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. That's out to the left and complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st down, Locke. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds.
Man, what these niggas doing out here, bruh?
Throw, holding of the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
What is these niggas doing, bro? Niggas got like 4 holding calls.
They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Locke to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
26-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Noah Fant was a 1st-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the 1st round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A quick throw outside by Locke. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have broken the tie. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Broncos 28, Jets 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To to throw, Montez. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Montez. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds.
Go that man again.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play.
There go that man again.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their advantage. He was trying to get it to KJ Hamler, the rookie, but it'll be 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now this throw caught left side.
Oh, my God.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Oh, this
and
nigga.
Look at this. They get
this nigga Locke.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall.
This nigga.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. This will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying.
Oh, he strengthened it.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
He saved it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it...
Oh, this nigga throws another one.
They need it. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they came...
I'm trying to get this nigga.
Maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being
Nah, I didn't even a breakout. The nigga was mad.
How do they want to work the clock here on
The
first and
nigga was
goal?
mad.
Field goal would give them the late lead. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Montez. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second down at 5. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah,
and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. So very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt